Christine, we are so excited to be discussing what's been on your heart for the last couple months, couple years. It's been bubbling up. Let's talk about Propel. Why Propel? Why Propel now?
Well, you know, Bianca, I'm so excited because for a lot of years I've been thinking about the Propel woman. We're going to come to know her. And it's kind of the girl that is out there leading in all spheres of society that needs some leadership development, some guiding, equipping, and really is yearning for some great biblical truths that are going to help her to lead better in her world, whether she's a stay-at-home mum, whether she's involved in the corporate sector, just working and leading in everyday society. I found, you know, for 20 years I've been serving women across the church all over the world. I love women. I love watching women fulfill their God-given purpose and their God-given destiny. But I found that they need some handles and tools on how to lead better. And really, where we're going to get a lot of our leadership development as women is from the secular world. And that's great, but there's only so much that you can glean from that, because I have found that most Christian women, they want to be integrous to the Bible and to what Jesus wants them to be as a woman of God, but as a leader. So what is it like to kind of lead in a Jesus way, but still be a woman? How do you form a leadership identity as a woman? What is it? What is it to not lead like a man, but lead like a woman? And I think Propel exists to answer a whole lot of those questions.
And to celebrate that as well.
Totally, because I think for a long time, you know, there's just been a little bit of a gap. Do you even put the word woman and leader in the same sentence? And if you do, what does that mean? What is that like, taking off a lid off a can of worms? And I think I'm finally saying, you know what, there's a whole lot of women that are being educated, they're being trained and equipped, but we're almost sending them out into the workforce and saying, kind of fend for yourselves. Whereas Jesus said, let's pray to the Lord of the harvest to send laborers into the harvest. And I'm sitting there, I remember one day when I had this awakening, I was reading Matthew chapter 9 and I'm going, hang on a minute. They are sent into the harvest. There are women in every sphere of society leading. And what are we doing to equip them and activate them to be more effective in the harvest? And I think for me, if you were saying, Chris, what's the bottom line of Propel? That would be it. I'm thinking, you know what? By helping these women, by giving them value and recognition and saying, you know what? We know that God's already put you in the harvest field. Let's help to train and equip and mobilize you right where you are to be a more effective light, to be salt right where you are, and to give you great tools on how to be more effective. And I mean, Bianca, let's be honest, what woman isn't out there almost trying to pull her hair out going, how am I going to balance this? If they're married, how do I do the marriage thing, the motherhood thing, the ministry thing? If they're single, how do I navigate being single and being a leader in a crazy world? How does all that work together? I hope that we're going to answer real questions for real women in a real world. Maybe go to places where we haven't gone before in women's ministry and say, you know, nothing's off the table. Let's just really talk about where you are. And if you're involved in science or technology or arts, entertainment, media, education, all of that is valid. All of that is awesome. Let's give you tools on how to most effectively lead in those areas.
Thank you for inviting every woman in every sphere of life, in every age and station in life, a place at the table. So excited for Propel. Excited for more.
I'm pumped. Thanks, Bianca.